Welcome back to All in All podcast where there is no limitation to the conversation. I already know like everybody's wondering how no video na drop, what happened. I had some stuff dealing with and my apologies, but we're back now and recently the last video that I had posted with Vashaun Vascianna in it, someone had asked, where's Vashaun Vascianna? And I commented, I responded, I said, I'm going to get all the information that I can. And so did, so said, so done. I'm here now with like a lot of information on Vashaun Vascianna and just an update on his training, his injuries, where he's at now. So let's get straight into it. So as we already know, Vashaun Vascianna attends Texas Tech where he's a sophomore now. These are videos from his freshman year. His freshman year was not obvious, not the imaginable freshman year for an athlete of his caliber. He was plagued with a lot of injuries. He hardly ran races. He opened his indoor season a week before the indoor championship. Still came back to win the Big 12 championships for the indoor 60-meter hurdle. So that shows the type of athlete that he is. In this race, we can see Vashaun running an easy 13.6 to qualify for the outdoor finals. Just overall, you can see how good this athlete is just from what he's doing with low races under his belt. Anybody that knows hurdles, you know that you need reps under your belt. What he didn't have, as you can look, you can see the tape on his groin. But groin aside, he just was plagued with a lot of injuries his freshman year. I'm gonna go in detail now in some of the more serious injuries coming up soon.
Texas Tech squeezing in there in second, just in front. Miraculous.
Actually, Tech is going to have four men in the final tomorrow, which definitely is huge. You know, that's all you can do today. Whether you're the first qualifier, the eighth qualifier, making the final is the most important thing. And anything can happen on race day. So Texas Tech, who is ranked in the top 6 nationally, wants to have a shot at taking down the Longhorns. These sprint and hurdle events are where they need to put as many men as possible in the final.
And Kyle Lynn gets the final qualifying spots. You referenced he and Taylor Rooney, along with Kendall and Vascianna up at the top there, all headed to the final. Charles Brockton III, the only Texas Longhorn that will be in the final of the 110-meter hurdles. And we will get Johnny Brackens and Elijah Morris, the two headliners from Baylor as well. So no surprises there. It will be a pretty decorated field heading into the final tomorrow at the 110-meter hurdles. We'll step aside from Lubbock.
As you guys can see, this is Vashaun in the final of the Big 12 championships in the 110 hurdles. He goes up in the blocks, comes out. At this point, you can see he's at the front. Vashaun is not known for a fast start, and he's at the front, so he's tapping normally to bring him home. And then here we see him fault, and he just stops. Then, as he jumps right away, you can see him in a bed. Vashaun was now informed through MRI and everything that he tore his labrum and had a bunch of hip infringements. I'll get deeper into that when the pictures come up, but now you can just see him literally learning to walk again, learning how to move again. In the videos, if you guys can hear it, he's actually asking the doctor, like, let me try to get myself up myself. He's in a wheelchair now, just obviously not a state that we want to see the great athlete in, but it's a part of the journey and we know he's going to be coming back stronger. As I've told you guys prior, Vashaun, he contracted a labrum tear. But these pictures are not pictures of his labrum. These are pictures of his hip infringement that was causing the labrum to tear. So what was happening in the before picture, as you can see, which even when he was sent to me, I was kind of surprised. I was like, are you sure this is the before and this is the after? And he explained to me, the doctors explained to me, the before picture is his hip in a normal state, his normal state. What was happening was it was too sharp, it was too big, and every time he ran, he repetitively scratched his labrum, causing for it to just eventually tear. And he had like a big tear in his labrum because of the hip infringement. In the after picture, what the doctor did was chip all the hip and just get it shorter, so like for future reference, for future, you just won't tear. Quite plain and simple. His doctor was Mark Philippon. He's a great surgeon. He specializes in hips. He's worked on the likes of Pele, Rude Van Nistelrooy. He's worked on Tom Brady. He's worked on Devon Allen, who is the top three hurdler of all time with with the third fastest time of all time. He's worked with Tyson Gay. So he's worked with some of the best athletes in the world. And that being said, I'm glad because Vashaun, we know that Vashaun was in safe hands, and I'm expecting great, great, great things from Vashaun in the future. But the funny thing is, the injury that Vashaun worked on, he's worked on the same exact injury with Devon Allen and with Tyson Gay. And we saw the careers they went on to have. So, as I said, I'm glad that it's this guy that's working on him because he has a track record and his work speaks for itself. All of those guys are good. He worked on Tom Brady when Tom Brady got into a car crash and his hips were real banged up, and he brought him back to life. So he's no scrub, plain and simple. And he's working on Vashaun. Vashaun said he feels great. He feels great now. So just glad to see everything working in the right direction. Alright, so from going forward, these videos that we're gonna be looking through, they're literally just progression videos. We're gonna be looking at Vashaun. This video that we're looking at now is Vashaun 2 days after his surgery. Obviously, the movement isn't as slick. It's 2 days after his surgery. This video is also 2 days after his surgery, so it's the same day. He was just still like coming back into the motion, working some fine muscles, getting himself back in tune. And then through, we're just gonna play the videos. The like writing will come under or beside or under the video, just telling you like which part this is in his progression, and so on and so forth. You can go on there. I'll tell you what to put. I don't see the need for me to talk. So now, obviously, this video you guys probably see this video probably like a week later. So I'm gonna put a week ago, but this is literally Vashaun yesterday. So he's going over hurdles. Obviously, he's not running over hurdles, but we're glad to see him back and going over hurdles. Soon he'll be going over them super fast, and as I'm just super excited. I'm glad I could give you guys this content so you guys can know what's happening with him. I think this is one of the places that is lacking in sports, like just injury updates. At the end of the day, athletes are more than when they're on the top, you know? And for some reason, also being an athlete, I know what it feels to be neglected when you're injured. And I'm not going to allow that to happen because this kid, I can promise you, is a star in the making. So we're glad to see him going back over hurdles. And Alinal he knows Alinal supports him all the way, and the fans of Alinal support him all the way. So just flood the comments with like well wishes for Vashaun, and I'll see you guys next time.